So I figured I'd do a live, why not? Let's see who's about. If anyone wants to have a chat about whatever, I don't think I'm in a particularly wise mood. Um, I've just been watching a quite an interesting documentary about the rise of spice. Oh, something in my beard. No, it's just a pattern of the light. Um, yeah, about spice in the UK by Simon Doherty. He's really good, that guy. Um, Creates kind of well put together videos about drugs in the UK, pretty much. He's done a feature on soap bar hash. He's done a feature on like grit weed, sprayed contaminated weed with glass and stuff. And what else has he done? Oh, he's just always coming out with an interesting video in the drugs realm. Simon Doherty, check him out. Yeah, so I'm gonna crack some music on now. Oh yeah, completely forgot about this music, which is good. I've been focusing on other musics, but this is nice. Hello, person. Welcome to the chat. Hey, Steve's dad. I hoped you would arrive. Good evening to you, sir. Blessings, blessings, blessings. I was just saying, I don't feel like I'm necessarily in a particularly wise mood today, but it was either this or sitting there looking at the floor because I just I just reached that moment where I'd like finished watching some stuff. Hello, Shagun. Just finished watching some stuff about spice in the UK, which is a really interesting documentary. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm good. Really interesting documentary by Simon Doherty about spice, synthetic synthetic cannabinoids. Yeah, and it's all about that, like how they've infiltrated prisons, how they've infiltrated the homeless community, and how they've infiltrated like school children by the fact that they're like looking at these kids are like looking to buy weed vapes, right? THC vapes, and they're actually getting contaminated spice vapes instead. So it's a big problem because yeah, like THC vapes with spice in them come with the risks that spice have in it. So like seizures, increased risk of heart attack, increased risk of respiratory failure. So you can actually die off spice. You can't die off weed, but you can overdose on spice because it's like I was just watching the documentary saying like their potency is really unpredictable. Like you don't know which specific synthetic cannabinoid you're getting and how strong it is. So it's really easy to overdose on spice. So yeah, that's just like what I've been learning about it on the Simon Doherty show. He's a really good channel, so you might want to check him out if you don't know about him already. Patrick Beer, South Africa, and Shout. I'm not going to shout. South Africa to you. There you go. Patrick Beer. Yeah, so it was either this or like sitting there staring at the floor for a while figuring out what to do next. Waiting till I go to the pub. I'm down to my last like 40 quid now, people. Woohoo! 40 quid left until Friday, I believe. Will I make it? I've done my shopping, Steve's dad. South Africa to you, sir. I've done my shopping, Steve's dad. You always ask about my shopping. I've done it. You done your shopping yet? I'm all chocked to the gills with foodstuffs, packed to the gills with luck and splendors. There you go. My food hangs like treasures in the fridge. I must say, I have like recently broken my banning of weed. I have partaken in some bought weed. I bought some weed and I vaped it. Biscuit to order. So I've run out of weed again now. I'm back to zero on the weedosphere. But I said I wasn't going to buy it, and then I came across a shop that had THC vapes for sale, so I bought one. But I'm back to zero again. You know, it's that feeling of being legal again, you know, not having in possession any THC products. I'm a legal being again. If I got raided today, they would find nicotine only. So it makes me feel kind of good about myself. so backwards, isn't it? You got ½ ounce today, 14 grams. Nice one. So yeah, I'm in the free legal zone now. 19 grams. Alright. That's a big ½ ounce. Hello from Russia. Hello from England. I'm a new subscriber. This week has been rough. Ooh. My girl left me and has cut all to... Damn. Oh dear. My girl left me and has cut all communication 2 weeks before our anniversary. I thought she was my soulmate. She's already dating some guy. Oof. Wow. Yeah. Please help. I don't know how I can help you there, Ricketts 4K. Ricketts. But I just, you know, I feel for you there because my girl left me and cut all communication for a while. 2 weeks before your anniversary, that's, you know, bad timing. Obviously makes you feel even more rough. So I feel you there. I've been through it recently myself as well. I thought this person was going to be my long-term mate. I don't know about soulmate, but long-term being, long-term person, long-term woman. And she was just like, no, after 7 years. So I felt really rough. So I feel you there, man. She was already dating some guy. Well, I think the only course of action there is to start letting go hardcore, you know. Been a waste and a false truth. Well, yeah, I guess you feel betrayed by her, right? Yo, spinning top to you, cup and ball. Let's play some old school games as we greet each other. So yeah, so we're talking about this person's relationship. Sucks. Chances are she met someone even before we ended. We spoke about marriage and joked about our possible place, dogs, etc. I've been blazing 3 weeks non-stop doing nothing but sleeping and smoking. Oh, damn. Well, I suppose one message about it is that the weed's not going to necessarily change your situation for you. So be aware that you don't want to sink into a weed hole kind of thing and just go into a kind of weed denial. You're going to have to start facing the realities of that relationship being over and feeling all that horrible feeling and seeing what you can do to take care of yourself and love yourself. In the meantime, you know, how can you treat yourself well? How can you give yourself things that are healthy and good for you? Do you need to go out to do different kinds of socializing now that you don't have a girlfriend kind of thing? Do you need to get back into dating, or do you need to wait for some time to heal over a little bit? Hello, people. Tomorrow marks 1 year for yours. Your girlfriend? Yeah. Tanya Stevenson 9866 is back. Welcome back to you. Good to have you here, I suppose. Why do I feel like you may be a troublemaker? Oh, you're Chinese. Okay. Fair enough. Have you been causing trouble here before? Oh, she died. Oh, gosh. Right, I see. Damn. Hello? Oh, man. Steve's dad. Come on, man. Be nice. So yeah, let's. I feel like talking about. Wow, I didn't get to see my grandma. Wow. Do you want to say a bit more about that? She died. Damn. Wow, it's a real hard fucking day today for the live people. Still traumatized, yeah, I could imagine. Like 1 year ago, still traumatized from your girlfriend dying. Wow, what did she die of? If you don't mind me asking. Which days to talk about deep losses, share yours, Wilson. Mr. Wilson, would you like to share your deepest losses with us? Well, honestly, I've had the girlfriend loss, and then I had my nan loss. Uh, very close together, actually. So my nan died, then my girlfriend broke up with me, and yeah, that was a big loss. Didn't help that it was kind of at the same time as the nan dying. Heart failure, damn. She died in your arms. Oh, Lord. I feel for you there, man. I feel like if I had more emotions, I'd be crying right now. I don't have any emotions at the moment. I'm numb from the head down. I'm not entirely numb, but yeah, fucking hell, people. Yeah, it's deep. So, grief, innit? Grief. But I think that my biggest grief is yet to come. I think my biggest grief is going to be when my parents die. You know, like, or even if my brother died before me, for example, that would be really grief inducing, and I'd be distraught. I think for months. Um, I might even have another relapse depending on how it affects me. Um, so yeah, grief is hard to deal with, and loss. But it must be dealt with and faced. Otherwise, you can go into some kind of grief denial. And that makes you go like numb and stuff. I recommend like writing about your feelings if you have that in if you're like able to write your feelings down. Just write a journal every day, like a grief journal. You know, how you feel today about that person, how you feel this day about that person, how you feel the next day about that person. You know, things come up as you go along and things change. So like if I was to write a journal entry about my ex now, I'd be like saying things like, well, it's positive that she's got back in contact. Feels better than having no contact. But I feel like I'm moving on from the relationship. Although I'd still like to be together, it's also becoming like more tempting to think of a new person. So I'm in a mixed realm. So, and like bad time of year for losses. Sorry for folks out there grieving, including me. Yeah, you're grieving as well. Everyone, welcome to the grief forum. Lol, for the last year, I haven't given a fuck about anything. We even decided the name of the kids. Oh, bro. Oh, I feel you there. Feels very emotional, that kind of, you know, promised futures suddenly whipped away from you, like the rug being pulled out from underneath your feet, and you're slapped onto the ground, the hard, cold, hard ground of reality of loneliness and separation. Yeah. Well, you can always moan about it for a while, you know. There's nothing wrong with moaning about it for a bit to get it out of your system, but don't continuously moan about it forever. And sometimes the right feeling is to get angry about it as well, you know, to be angry at the loss, to be angry that they've been taken away from you. But to direct that anger in healthy ways, you know, express your anger to neutral people. Don't go and express your anger to the other person. Write it down, you know, punch a pillow, shout into the wind in the forest, talk to your friends about what's pissing you off. Talk to me. I know it was this guy at the gym. She was going with her niece, and the coach swept her from her feet. I'm 80% sure because I saw his text at night. She said, just to confirm an appointment. Uh huh. So the suspicions were there. Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, it's difficult not to try not to like make sweeping statements about women from your personal experiences with one woman, for example. So we have to gain the faith and belief that there will be another person that will be suitable. Um, Angry is an understatement, brother. Wow. Here we go. Like, why am I talking about this as though I know anything about it? Well, I've been through a lot of losses in my past. I had one really hard breakup relationship, which hit me harder than anything else I've ever had. And I was like really emotional about that for like 6 months. Just fucking sadness was upon me for 6 months, and it was really difficult actually. I just felt every time I was walking around, I just had this weighing, like it was raining sadness all in my chest and heart, like a very wet, misty sadness feeling was over me for a long time. And I thought it would never go, but it did go. And I meditated on it and watched it arise and watched it fall. So meditation can help with your feelings. If you watch your feelings arise and subside, it shows you that your feelings aren't the be all and end all of everything. They do come to an end. They do change, so you won't be stuck in the same feeling forever, kind of thing. In social media, I can see she's currently in Thailand with her new man. Come on, this cannot be real. Damn. Yeah. Well, try not to wind yourself up about it, eh? Yeah, you got to be careful of that as well. You know, when you start becoming a social media stalker of your ex-girlfriends, you know, it can become an obsession. So I'd say try to like break up with her now. You got to break up with her on your own terms. Now that she's done it to you, you got to break up with her and say, right, fuck you, bitch. That's it. The end. I am so pissed off. I could never be with you again anyway. Hello. They love comics. And hello to Alex and Alexandroski Zidirius. Hello. Talking about relationships and loss at the moment. I think it can be really difficult when a relationship breaks up as well, because if you've become accustomed to that person being in your life, you have probably started to take them for granted a little bit. I know I did. You just accept that they're going to be in your life forever, kind of thing, and then they're not. And it's a reminder of the constant fear of death as well. You know, the ending of things is a kind of a death of the relationship, and it reminds us that, well, eventually everyone around us who we love is going to die one way or another, and then we're going to die as well. So it's kind of like we have to grieve for our own future deaths as well, in a way, like realize that this life is short, things end, and to make the most of all these good people as they come into our lives, and be present and available and conscious and aware, and like available to other people and available to yourself, so that you're really living, to really live life, to be in touch with life. Um, and these losses kind of remind us to um, they remind us of death, I think. Loss reminds us of death. So yeah, there you go. Hi, hi, hi. Hello indeed. So you're angry. I feel you're angry, man. Ricketts. This sounds quite good. Wobble. Anyone else got any relationship dramas and problems and losses they want to talk about? Nope. Okay. What do you guys want to talk about then? So I had Peter Reynolds on from Clear. Some of you may be aware of Peter Reynolds. He's a prominent cannabis activist campaigner with the Clear campaign Cannabis Law Reform. Clear Cannabis Law Reform campaign. So that will be coming out tomorrow. Need to watch. That's a good interview. I feel like maybe I wasn't quite clued in properly to that interview, but I held it together. I was a little bit stoned when I started it. I thought the VOC Netherlands one was really good. Like I was totally fascinated by what that bloke was saying. Some of the they had like technical difficulties for some of it, so some of it got cut off unfortunately when he was going into the laws in detail what they are. So I had to summarise them. But yeah, that guy's a really interesting bloke, and the way he talks, I was just fascinated by everything he was saying. Peter Reynolds came across much more jovial than I expected him to be. He's sort of he's always seems to me to be a slightly grumpy sort of man, but he came across as quite jovial on the interview. V. Need to watch V. Oh, so the Peter Reynolds thing is coming out tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So be prepared for that when that comes out. Need calmer background music, dude. How about a bit of George Benson? I don't know George Benson. We can't have copyrighted music on here. He's a good campaigner. Yeah, Peter Reynolds just keeps on going and going and going, he's just... I feel like he's been doing this for years and years and years already. He's been doing it for like 20 years. And he's going to carry on doing it for 20 more years until something gets changed. I am a weak campaigner compared to him. I'm just like... I don't have the stamina for it. It's more the repetitious nature of it that I can't get along with the repetition of the same types of arguments. It just drives me up the wall. Calmer background music. Well, I could put on some calmer music, I suppose. I don't have my dance tracks yet. It is too repetitive typing legalized cannabis, yeah. I've fallen off the bandwagon of it, man. Like I'm just doing these interviews as my last little bit of oomph around it is to get other people to talk about it instead of me talking about it all the time. So I've like it's not that I've given up. It's just that I've run out of energy for it. So it ground me down, and then just just don't feel it anymore. I don't feel the urge as strongly to legalize it. You know, it should be legalized for sure, but why does it have to be me who keeps going on about it? Someone else should do it instead now, and just get other people to do it instead of me. So that's why I'm doing these interviews, I guess. Gets other people to share their views, and it's more interesting that way for me as well, you know, as a YouTuber. So, like I said, I'm down to my last 40 quid, guys. Fuck it, though. That's deep, you know. I'm getting paid on Friday, Wednesday today, 2 days remaining. Spend 40 quid or save 40 quid. I think I'm going to be okay. Cannabis is everywhere with or without legalized models. Yeah, it is everywhere. It's in the corner shops now, people. It's everywhere. It's at the pub. It's in the streets. It's in the high street shops. It's under the counters. It's in prisons. It's in schools. It's in medically licensed dispensaries. You've sat with police smoking it. Okay, that sounds a really interesting story. Tell us more about that. What was the situation like? How come they let you go or whatever? Sat with police smoking it. Hello, Patrick Smith. Hello, hello, hello. Don't normally see you on a live. Good to have you here. Welcome in. Nice to have you on a live for once. I do enjoy your comments. You've given coppers amphetamine. What the hell? Hello. Normally at work, mate, or just coming back. It's too much paperwork for them. Well, now we've got some people in here. How are we doing? So we've been talking about Mubashra Butt. Mubashra Butt. There you go. Right, yeah, we were talking about spice, then we talked about relationship breakups and loss, and grief and death. And now we're talking about weed being everywhere. I may pay a visit to Curaleaf. How's single life treating you, pal? Well, I'm enjoying it, actually, now. I've made a few mates at the local pub, so I've got like I say, some new friends. One person likes to call me up and invite me out to the pub for a drink or so, and a few other people who I can text to see if they're there, if they're going to be there at the night, on the night out sort of thing. And so we've got a little bit of a community, a real life community growing at the pub. So I'm enjoying that aspect of it. The ex-girlfriend has subsequently started talking to me again, which is just nicer than her being all completely cut off. Been single for 3 years now. You absolutely love it. Yeah. So I haven't like struck lucky or got lucky, whatever you want to call it. I haven't got laid, haven't got myself wet, as it were. As of yet, I've not got wet as of yet. So that's still on the cards for the future, which will be interesting when I break the seal. Yeah, man, I've got to break the bonds of celebrity, not celebrity. What's that word? Not sobriety. It's a bit like celebrity. Celibacy. There you go. Got to break the seal of celibacy. Yeah, man. That will happen at a certain point, I guess. Will make you still young. Plenty of life in here. You'll find Mrs. Right, I'm sure. Yeah. Like I was saying a while ago, there's going to be a right person out there, right woman, and she's going to come towards me as I go towards her, kind of thing. So I shouldn't be worried about chasing around a woman or finding that right one. Like, they tend to just walk into your life randomly. You know, that's what I found over the period of time I've been alive. I haven't spent long, really, not really, in want of a woman. Not long. You know, if I need a woman for sex, I have been able to find that previously. I'm just not in that real, like, stallion kind of mode anymore. But women tend to walk in. They just walk out as well, unfortunately. So you want them to walk in and stay for a while, you know, for a long time. Take some mistletoe to the pub. They do just kind of like pop up and come over to you, I find, women. So I'm looking forward to finding the right one. Women with all their curves, their seductress secrets, their mysteries of being a woman. You know, women's secrets, the mysteries of being a woman. Bed farts, that's the mysteries of women's. I guess, yeah, bed farts. Women farting in bed. I do like this train. Yeah, I always seem to pick the wrong type. Always the possessive ones I seem to get. Oh, right, possessive. I haven't had a possessive one for a while, actually. A long time, in fact. In fact, I tend to be the possessive. Well, I used to be more possessive, like jealous. I was a jealous young lad. Very easily jealous. Well, I'm a bit more blasé about that. Anyway, you smoking in here? I guess some people are smoking in here. I'm not smoking in here. I've run out of weed, man. Again. The universal flow will bring me somehow. Universal flow. It's usually someone taking a bit of weed at the pub after the end of the night, so I'll get a bit of weed off that bloke, I suppose. Yeah, this is just my nicotine vape. And I've run out of tobacco as well, and I can't afford tobacco at the moment, so fucking hell. That's a good thing, to be off the tobacco for a bit. I'm aware of my lack of tobacco-iness as being not exactly ideal for me. Like, I was really quite strongly addicted to it, and now I've only got this, and this is just not satisfying to me at all. What you packed in smoking? Yeah, I packed in the weed for a couple of months there, and then have gone back in dribs and drabs to it. But I actually bought a THC vape the other day, which was a bit of a waste of money, honestly. I just think weed's too expensive at the moment for me. I've got my beer, I've got fucking booze to think about with my socialising, you know? For fuck's sake, it's too expensive to have both beer and weed in the same month. £5 a pint, £5 a joint. Like, I spent all my savings on clearing off some debts, right? So I'm literally like down to my last 40 quid, and that has been earmarked for a couple of nights out. I do like this song. Yeah, anyway, how you been today, Patrick Smith 9049? Got to see me. Really enjoyed your Amsterdam video. Top banana that was. Yeah, nice. Welcome in, Sim. Discord is available. We've got a Discord group. That's our Discord group. Got to see me. Really enjoyed your Amsterdam trip. Top banana. Sim420 doing the moderating job there. Keep chat polite and civil, please, or timeouts will be given. Stay respectful, guys, in a Dalek voice. How am I? Numb as usual, my bro. Numb from the brain down. But on top of the numbness, there's a slight happiness to the numbness. So I feel good. So, you know, like... I've got 9/10 numbness and 1/10 happiness. That's how it goes. I've got like 90% numb, and then 1% of, yeah, I can feel something. It's a typical human existence. Yeah. Numb from the brain down. I wonder where the people went off to. We had like 20 people here for a while. That's why we all smoked, for the numbness. Yeah, well, that's what the smoke does for me. It unnumbs me for a bit. It denumbifies me and brings my feelings back. Like, so, you know, happiness, feelings come back. My body becomes like, it feels like it's alive again. Mentally, I feel stimulated and interested in life. But it comes with one downside: the sleepiness. Oh, the sleepiness. You've ordered your son a motorbike for Christmas. Whee! Can't wait to see him on the 25th. You've got him a motorbike. Wow. Party time for him. How old is your son? What kind of bike are we talking here? Are we talking like a sort of kid's toy motorbike? Is that what I'm seeing down there? I'm just trying to see what that emoticon is. It looks like a motorbike. Is it one of those, like, how old is your son? Because if he's like 4 or 5, he's going to get one of them little electric motorbike things. Which is something like, yeah, oh, wicked. It's a 50cc pit bike. There you go. Sounds fun, man. 8 years old, getting a motorbike would be an awesome present. Well done to you. How much does it cost? 300 quid? He's a lucky lad, yeah. Didn't you always used to want one of those little, like, electric cars when you were a kid, or an electric motorbike? Those were the prized possessions of the rich folk in the Argos catalogue. Never got one. But that was the highest level of fucking prize in life, is to get one of those little electric motor. Yeah, exactly 300. How did I know? I'm just a good guesser, man. I remember the prices from the Argos catalogue in the old days. Seems like a 300 quid type of present, man. I was going to say 250, but 300 probably today's prices, eh? He's wanted one for years, yeah. Banging. Just think of all that weed you could have bought instead. You wasted it on the happiness of a child. Good for you. Congratulations. I'm sure he'll be very happy with it. Argos, the laminated book of dreams. Hello, Josh Baker, you alright? Yeah, boy. Hi, Shiva, hope all well, bro, yeah. It's joint birthday, as his birthday is Boxing Day. My nephew's birthday is the 28th of December. Argos, the book of laminated dreams, yes indeed. And yes, I am all well, my bros. Josh. Good night. I don't know about you, but I've had a good life already. feel validated by the text-based beings in my phone. I got a pit bike. You can buy your nephew, Shiva. The Laminated Book of Dreams. I know it's a Bill Bailey joke, eh? This time of year, I'm unlucky. All the family birthdays fall around Christmas. I'm not buying my nephew a bike. I don't have enough money for it anyway. I think I've bought him a remote control car in the past. That's a cool present. I used to love those remote control cars when I was a kid. Any remote control car given as a birthday present or Christmas present will always be respected in my opinion. The remote control cars are wicked. Stocked up on your Christmas weed already? Ho ho ho, Merry Weedmas, Merry Spliffmas. Merry Spliffmas everyone. I've got some petrol remote control cars too. Hey. Yeah man, those are the beef. They used to have like I think they still do actually, they have like races of this remote control car track down where I used to live in Slough. And they have tournaments and shit and like proper races and stuff, and it was quite exciting watching these little cars run, going around, going over little jumps and stuff, you know, in these tracks. Some big electric ones. Oops. We enjoyed the Amsterdam trip tremendously. Now you should go to Peru and participate in ayahuasca. Well, yeah, that's a good idea. I'd be up for that, to do that on a video. My first ayahuasca trip in Peru. That's a good one to save up for. Save up for ayahuasca trip instead of going to Thailand. Thailand's for losers. Who cares about weed anymore anyway? I'm actually going to write this down, Peru. On a piece of paper and write down Peru ayahuasca trip. That's what I shall save up for. I'm even going to write it on the back of my Lord Shiva painting. Peru ayahuasca. To remind me of it and to get Lord Shiva's backing on it, you know. Pray to the Lords, pray to the drug lords, and they shall give you blessings. Pray to the drug lords, may you bless me with a Peru trip. Oh, stop it. Probably get told off for having too much Linkin Park in my album, in my video. Now on to this one. It's like Whiskey Reg. You way smarter than that little twat. You can buy ayahuasca kits in the UK. Oof. Yeah, probably not for me, man. You know what, I get scared of the postman. You're going to tell me they're fully legal as well until you actually make the stuff, right? Forever new. So I've got this new guitar, Patrick Smith, if you're still here. So I'll try and play for you. I'll just show it to you. Nice Telecaster. It's pretty sweet. Haven't played it for the last day, but I have been playing it quite a lot. Fits and shots. Whatever, I'm not exactly like the best guitarist, but I can make a tune when I've done a bit of practice, you know. I'm good at making tunes and songs, but I'm not that great at playing the actual guitar like a band type thing. I'd be a bit. I need to practice a lot to get back into a band. I'm just like not up to scratch, but I can still create tunes. It's a different skill, really. You know. Try the Bufo Toe direct contact to the maker. Going out tonight. I will be going out tonight. Yeah. Nothing special. It's just a Wednesday night, so it could be quiet, could be loud. A bit hit and miss. It looks like it has beautiful action. Yeah, do you play guitar yourself? I sort of recall you commenting on some of my music videos. So yeah. It does have a beautiful accent. It plays really well. It plays really nice. Smooth, easy to play, and also like it's got that nice feeling about it that you just want to play it. You know, you just want to play it more and more. So you pick it up and you're like, oh, I don't actually mind doing a bit of scales on this guitar. It's so nice to play. I'll do some scales. Practice my skills with the scales. But like, don't knock yourself, bro. You sound good to me, mate. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I would need to practice if I was going to get in the band. But I am. Just looked at your channel, Patrick. Big happy smile you have there, dude. I didn't know you had a channel, Patrick. I try to subscribe to my subscribers' channels if they've got channels. Guys, so there seems to be only like 1 or 2 people in here at the moment. So I figure it's probably a good time to end the live. Had a decent one. Don't want to like overstay on my welcome. So I will see you on the next one, whenever that is. Probably tomorrow or something. Good night.